teacups, what's brewing? Welcome back to the channel. Things have been quiet in girl world up until now. Chantal went on a bit of a hiatus. She's left the villa now, and whether she's in Kuwait or whether she's hiding out either at her mom's in a hotel, we haven't had confirmation of yet. Or if we have had, I've completely missed it. However, she was seen in someone's chat. I can't remember whose it was, but she was in some reactors chat. And French Fried Girl, in the last, I want to say the last day, 1:29 a.m. March 3rd is when the tweet happened. I don't know the time difference between here and Canada at the moment off the top of my head. Around then, for anyone in different time zones, she put up an update about BBJ's health condition, and Chantal responded. So we're going to take a look at that today. So the report from French Fried Girl is as follows. BBJ has horrible teeth. She had ears so filthy that they had to test for infection, a heart murmur, and really bad arthritis. Shame on Chantal for letting the little babe suffer for things that are simple fixes. Now we wait for blood and urine test results. Now, as I'm not a cat owner myself, I did also look at some of the comments that were coming up below it, just to see if I could garner any other information or anything else was said. We had some people say, don't stress about the heart murmur too much. There are cats that can live with it. And even though I didn't clip all of them, there were other people that said, you know, bad teeth and other infections can also cause a heart murmur in cats, which might explain it. It might not be an ongoing thing. She does also say here that ears and teeth are basic care stuff, which, yes, no wonder she wasn't eating. Jen Austen writes about the arthritis and says that might explain having issues using the litter box if she was having trouble climbing in and out easily. And French Fried Girl says, oh, actually, no, she hasn't had any issues now that she has a clean litter box to choose from. And if you remember, we talked about her being foodie, having that pretty litter and maybe leaving it in too long until it was overly saturated. But also one of the things they did for BBJ was to clean her back area because it was encrusted, which is gross to have to live with. And now that she's got clean box, clean butt, no issues. Just Jamie asked, is it safe for them to do a dental cleaning on her, or is it too soon to know? And French Fried Girl is waiting on some test results just to see what can be done. Because if it's really bad teeth, you don't know how far it's gone and if it's fixable at this point, which is connected to a point I want to say later. And even if it is fixable, you don't know if BBJ at her age is going to be capable of going through the procedure to fix them without causing damage there. Lee mentions the shaking of her head that had been a topic of conversation, how she starts to shake, that her ears are bothering her might have been the cause. And French Fried Girl said that the vet agreed 100% and that they had showed the video of BBJ shaking her head, and she checked and tested her ears, which is how they found out they were so filthy, I'm presuming. We then have a tweet where they speculate that Chantal will either say FFG lies, BBJ is okay, or that's why I wanted to end her. And so let's go into Foodie's response, shall we? Lol, all you proved is that you are indeed exploiting BBJ. Oh, I have some things. I have some things to say, okay? You're exploiting BBJ. She has used those cats for content constantly. She has the phrase cat deflection as a thing in this community because whenever she wants to distract from something she's saying, she'll be like, BBJ, Sam, and she'll have them on camera just to kind of move on from the conversation, or she'll put the camera on them to avoid talking about something. They've been a part of her channel, and she has said as much when she was going to give them away. She confirmed that.
Doing what's best for the cats. They can go back and forth. People act as if you're the first person to rehome an animal. I know. BBJ's vet arc is never happening. You really should do a short vid before they go. They're a part of your channel. Yeah. I'll think of something. I should do a video or something, yeah.
But Foodie continues saying, and that she does indeed need to be euthanized. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There it is. All those health problems at 21, I'm sure I can call my vet and they will advise the same as more humane, but no. You will keep her alive to milk it for views, as you did this to your dogs. Let them suffer unnecessarily and in the end euthanize them anyway. There has been a thing she's been on where she's like, oh, FFG killed her dogs for anxiety. And a few people, I think I had a troll to in my comments last time, mentioned like, oh no, she did it for anxiety. No, FFG's dog had organ failure. So this idea that she was using her dogs for content in some way and then she euthanized them after, unnecessary suffering. No, she searched for a solution. So this idea that she somehow kept them alive for nefarious means, I think is completely wrong. And when she comes to saying, okay, all those health problems at 21, these health problems have been showing themselves for many years. And because Chantal is a neglectful cat owner, she hasn't been addressing them. And there is proof of that. And because I like my receipts, I've brought you the proof. So recently I've been using a website called Filmot. And basically what you can do is you can put in a phrase or a word, you can specify the filter search down to her channel, and it will search all the automated subtitles for any mention of that word or phrase. It's not a perfect site. It's sometimes, because the automatic subtitles are not always accurate, will pick up things you don't need. But I put in the word vet, and here's some things that came up. In terms of BBJ's arthritis, she's been showing signs for years, and here is Foodie saying so.
Yeah, I have to take her to the vet because she's very old, you guys. I think she might have a bit of arthritis.
That video was from back in 2017. This is not new information and should have been something that she was keeping an eye on and having regular visits for to make sure that it wasn't worsening, to make sure there wasn't something that they could do to keep her more comfortable. But she didn't do that, and that makes the videos we've seen of Pete lifting her up as a joke, because she loves it, you guys. She does it all the time, even worse because she's arthritic and he's twisting her body like that. In terms of her teeth, Foodie has shown awareness of knowing that older cats need more dental care for quite a long time. Now, like I said, a ton of videos on her channel have been privated since now. So there's only so far back we can search with these. It was running through a lot of videos just to say, oh, this is private, this is private, this is private. Because God knows Chantal likes a dirty delete. But here's a clip of her talking about dental treats. And it's called bonus content. So, not that she was using her cats for views or anything.
Okay, BBJ. I'm getting your treats, BBJ. All right, BBJ. BBJ mukbang. BBJ. She loves these things. I try to give her dental treats because as cats get older, their teeth get bad. So she's gonna probably be due for a cleaning. I gotta bring her to the vet.
Now, we know from recent conversation that BBJ went to the vet, I want to say about a year ago now, but this was in 2020. This was 2 years before then. And a couple of months, 3 months maybe, 27th of June, 2022, after the vet visit, this is what Foodie had to say about getting her teeth cleaned.
Oh, your breath, BBJ. BBJ? What is this? Oh, you have a mat here? How come? I'm gonna cut that out. You never have mats. You have a mat in your neck beard. I'm gonna cut it out for you, okay? And I'm gonna go set them up for their appointments for next week. No, she's not gonna get dental care. I used to get her teeth cleaned. It was like $400 a pop. What back then? Now it would be so much more money. I used to get her teeth cleaned at the vet. Like, she would have to stay overnight. I did it a couple times. And then the vet, last time I was there, I was like, can you check? Her teeth have plaque. The vet wasn't sure because it might be more traumatizing for her at this age than anything to get her teeth done again. So I don't think so. Just crumbs on the carpet. I just need to vacuum. Oh my god, $1,200 to clean your Chihuahua's teeth? Holy shit. Yeah, her teeth are healthy. Just she always had stinky, nasty breath. Always. You just stink. You have friggin' halitosis. You're just smelly.
So the way she said, oh, back then it was 400, like she couldn't have afforded, think of the timeline here. She couldn't have afforded 400. We know how much money, or very roughly how much money she was making in 2022. We know that she got up between 15 and 20,000 during her best months of the NADA era. And you're saying you won't pay whatever it is to get your pet's teeth cleaned? Like, yes, she has a lot of other costs, but she could have afforded it. And the way she says, okay, it was $400 back then, shows that she hadn't done it in quite some time, despite the fact that she was identifying that BBJ needed it. So to now be like, oh, you're just doing this for content, when her teeth are now terrible, dental care is something that you keep on top of. It's something, just like humans, you have to go and see the dental carist. That's not the correct word. I want to say dentist, but it seems weird to say dentist for a cat. What would be the term for that? But you need to go and see the specialist regularly so that you can keep on top of these conditions instead of just leaving your cat with bad teeth. Now, it might end up being that BBJ can't go through being put to sleep in order to get them cleaned now, in which case I don't know what would happen. I don't know if the vet would have a way to remove them. I don't know if that'd be too dangerous, but it's easy to see that a problem that was true, a year ago, and when it's something like teeth, is only going to get worse left unchecked for another year. So why not follow up then, given how much you claim to love your cat? And the answer is because she's lazy, didn't want to, and didn't want to spend the money. There were multiple clips that came up of her saying, okay, no, I'm going to make the appointment. No, I'm going to take them to the vet. No, I'm going to have a mobile vet come on in. I'm going to take them to the vet before we move, back when they were going to move into the mansion. I'm going to take them before I go to Kuwait. And then, oh no, I'm going to leave money and contact details for Pete while I'm gone, so that he's got contacts and the ability to go to the vet if he needs to, if there's an emergency. I'll put them here.
No, it's not that I don't want to take them to the vet. Just don't think they need it right now. And you know how I am. I don't want to just keep saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And then people are like, well, she gave you the money to do it. So I'd rather just give it back. And I want to see if a mobile vet can come, actually. I think that would be a good vet. My cats are fine, and I don't drive to the vet. I actually drove BBJ to the vet, what was it, a couple months ago? I don't think cats need vet appointments every couple months, but anyway. Also, I don't drive Sam to the vet. If you were probably listening to my previous messages or live streams for several hours, you would know that he's a very nervous cat and his heart rate goes up when I take him to the vet. Therefore, 420, I am going to get a vet to come into my home. So thank you for your super chat. He likes his ears rubbed. Oh, yes. You just don't get where he'll understand. What? Let you adopt BBJ? Never. Their nails don't need cut right now. Yeah, I'm gonna schedule the vet though to come in. Are you gonna see the doctor? Are you gonna be a good boy? Are you gonna be the bad boy? Nobody knows. You be the boy. You gonna be a bad boy. What kind of boy you gonna be? What kind of boy you gonna be? What kind of boy you gonna be? You gonna be a sexy boy? You gonna be the good boys? Oh yes. Oh yes. I will keep them healthy. BBJ is okay. She's the same. I'm gonna be taking the cats to the vet before the move. Excuse me, for a checkup. You can take BBJ. She is very loving and she loves people. So as long as she's getting attention, I don't think she'll miss me specifically. I will miss them, of course. I will FaceTime them. It won't be forever. And I will make sure Pete has meals ready and money, emergency contacts. There's going to be a contact for a vet if something happens. I got animals. Yes, why not? I take care of my animals. Oh, like I didn't bring BBJ to the vet in like, what, a year? And I'm a huge bad pet owner. Probably majority of people watching don't either. You know, I don't even go to the doctor if I'm sick, but I I do feed them very good food. BBJ gets all the treats she wants. She's, old. She gets to do what she wants in life.
Remember, these are just the clips that survive. And she was given money by followers to take them to the vet, and she chose not to. But back to Foodie's community post. Can I also say, before we finish this post, I love it when she rages on community more than when she rages on video, just because it means she's making absolutely no money out of it. She is purposefully not going on video right now, not going on live streaming, whatever, because she is waiting for FFG to drop all the information. Because until all the information is out, it's only going to fan the flames. So she can't come back until all the information has been released, because people can't start getting over it until the information has stopped, until we're at the end, until the worst has happened. So she's just like, she's coming into chats occasionally, she's raging on the community tab, but she hasn't been live. And the problem with that is she can't afford not to for much longer, because her entire ability to raise money for herself in what has been probably quite an expensive month for her depends on her ability to get on YouTube. And I swear to God, I'd be so tempted to drag out putting the information online just to prevent her from doing it, just to see how she would handle being in a position of, shit, I've got to go live because I've got no choice, I have to earn my coin, but now I've actually got to deal with this. Because the fact is, Foodie is widely hated for a number of reasons. And this, because her brand is basically, I'm terrible and I don't care, this will blow over. It will damage her, but eventually the people who hate her for doing this, which are numerous people, will either switch off from her or will run out of steam. And just time will lessen the impact. So what she's trying to do right now is wait things out. Anyway, you can all, from that community, so who cares, think I'm a cat abuser and cancel me, I don't care. Well, it's a good thing she doesn't care, because a lot of people are going to cancel her for this. I said I wanted to bring BBJ to the vet the day her demented sister-in-law picked her up, but nah, she wouldn't be able to milk it then, right? Imagine poor BBJ seeing this face on the regular. She's got a picture of FFG underneath the post. You offering, and I said this in my last react, her offering to take her to the vet the day she was getting picked up is nothing but an attempt to save herself from getting punished. In this case, punishment being the backlash of her audience. This has been going on for years. The knowledge of what was wrong or potentially wrong or what could be causing issues with BBJ has been present for multiple years now. So what was taking her to the vet the day she was getting picked up gonna do? You were hoping to hide her nails. That was all. And frankly, I think FFG should milk this at this point. Foodie had the option of getting an NDA. She chose not to take it. Whether FFG would have kept to it or not, she made the offer. It was a pretty safe offer to make because Foodie wasn't about to take it, but she did make it nonetheless. She doesn't owe Foodie silence, and Foodie doesn't actually care that BBJ was suffering. She cares that it's coming out. And this is just an attempt to deflect from everything, just an attempt to double down, to be like, I don't care, because she's got literally nothing else she can do. The truth is gonna come out because the cat is no longer under her control. I was gonna say under her care, but let's face it, she hasn't put any care in for quite some time. So with the fact that everything is coming out, whether she likes it or not, she's got no choice but to double down, because an apology isn't going to do it in this case. She just has to let the bum go off and hope to survive the fallout. I will no longer entertain this BS and drama outrage. Bye! She will definitely entertain this BS drama and outrage again as it becomes useful to her, but I do think she's scared to. And I do think when it comes to her being live, she's going to try and avoid it like the plague. I've forgotten the word I'm looking for here, but she's going to frame it as I'm rising above. There is a better word there that was irritating me a bit, but I got a message through and I got distracted. She's going to claim it's because she's rising above everything and everyone is so beneath her and it's so childish and okay, cancel me, because she's so much better than that. But really, she doesn't have an answer. So see you, I'll be back I'm assuming she means back for positive content only. Oh, then she ain't gonna come back. I am seriously waiting for her to no longer be able to not come back, because there is going to be some things people are going to say, and I bet the comments will all be off because she can't handle it at all. I am gone for a few days and people still try to get me to rage or something, or go after my living conditions from the villa when I was going through the worst time of my life. You haven't been going through the worst time of your life since 2017, which is when these problems occurred. Back when you were with BB, who is arguably the most stable person you ever attached yourself to in your life, you were hiding pizza boxes in the closet for months. Ridiculous. Go touch grass. It's sad grown adults bully others this way online. It's sad that you have outright, I would say neglect, you've outright abused a cat for years and you've only just now gotten caught. That's what's sad to me. Milk it for all you got, honey. I wish you will. Because at the end of the day, it's all you have. Not true. You shout her out every other moment. She's got a thriving channel. And she's making a lot of money off of this. Can you say the same? And you know it. No one is watching you review those campers you lust over and don't know you exist. I'm not about to argue that our channels, all of our channels, FFGs, everybody who covers Chantal needs Chantal to be able to keep covering her. It is a symbiotic relationship. I'm not arguing that. But I would argue there are a number of reaction channels whose channels are more successful in many ways than Foodie's herself. Foodie's channel has actively been dying for quite a long time now. And every time this happens, yes, she drums up a little bit of drama, but it's just a game of diminishing returns because more and more terrible things come out. And there are some people who really won't care and will just stick with her no matter what. But we can see the views going down. We can see that her income is not what it was from how she lives. So of all the things you want to throw at FFG or any reactor, I don't think success of channel is necessarily the one you want to go for. So anyway, that's what's going on at the moment. As I said, it's just a short video today, but to sit there and be like, no, I was taking her to the vet. No, you have been badgered for years to take them to regular vet appointments, and you didn't because you were feeling spiteful and defiant, even though you knew they had ongoing health issues that needed constant checks that you didn't give them. Yes, they got the occasional vet visit, but it was occasional and she didn't want to do it at all. Foodie could see that BBJ was deteriorating and wouldn't take her to the vet to get any checks done that might improve her condition, because the answer was, well, I'm going to euthanize her anyway, so what's the point in caring for these things? I'll just take her to the vet and say, hey, look, all of this stuff is wrong with her. I think it's her time. What do you think? And even though when I came on here last, I was like, look, I don't know if I'm comfortable with how FFG managed this. I do think she's way too involved in Foodie's life. The more I hear, the more I'm just thankful that BBJ isn't there anymore. And the more it makes it look like the ends justify the means, quite frankly. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. And if anything kicks off, I'll update you. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.